RAAB did it again.
Yo. RAAB Entertainment. RAAB Fridays. Back again.
Guy,
What's going on, Brody?
you already know,
How you
man.
feeling?
Chilling, man. Can't complain, bro.
What's up? Yo, look, where we at? It's looking real.
RAAB Visual Entertainment
Real
Studio.
money
baby.
like, real business like in here. I love it. Where we at? Talk to me.
RAAB Visual Entertainment Studio.
Yes.
Session coming to the store, 1482 Dewey Avenue.
1482.
Or contact us on social media. DM us for details. It's open. It's available. Photography, videos, commercials, whatever you want to.
Whatever you need to do, we got the space for it. You know?
Yeah.
Shout out Visuals by Chad Struthers,
For sure.
the boss. Shout out Meanie.
Yep. Book your studio sessions. Y'all know how to get in contact with
Get
him.
your makeup done. Dog by Nat.
Hey,
Shout out
Dolly.
Nat. Hey Dolly.
Hey.
You know,
And
we
come
got
shop at the store Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Friday, Saturday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
definitely
Come
catch
shop.
my boy Monte there doing his thing.
You already know. You there too, though.
You know, I do my thing.
Do what we do. We got the scarves. It's winter season.
Yes. It's winter season.
The hats. Let's go, man. Bundle up.
We got hats, we got scarves, we got jackets, we got coats. We got a lot of things that 1482 do. All you gotta do is come show your love, show your support. We on Facebook, we on Instagram, we on Snap. Once again, it's RAAB Fridays. We do this
Let's do it.
every Friday. It's the New Year's
Man,
2021.
shout out to your Ravens.
Oh yeah, I ain't wanna do that to you.
I'm a real nigga.
I ain't wanna do that to
Shout out
you.
to your Ravens.
Appreciate
You know what I'm
you, man.
saying?
Appreciate you, man.
You know
You
what I
lucky
mean?
I ain't bet you, but yeah, you know.
But go Bills, though.
Don't do that.
Go
Don't
Bills.
don't do that, bro. We not about to do the Bills thing. We not no Bills Mafia. We live in Rochester. Feel me? But yeah, it's gonna be a football weekend. You know, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. The Lakers game come on at 10 o'clock. You know,
Let's do it.
shout out my boys.
So what's up, man? Who we got today? Who we bringing out?
It's tax time. It's tax time. We got the business, the boss lady. It's Annette Campbell in the building. Tax experience. She gonna teach us, show us some things, talk to us about her new business. I heard she got a new spot. Just like us, you know, we trying to do new things in 2021, man. 2020 was a crazy year, and 2021 is gonna be a blessing. We definitely gonna show the world, show Rochester how we live. You feel me?
That black business, man. That black business.
That black
It's a
businesses
beautiful
matter,
thing.
man. Black businesses matter. But so once again, you know, tax evasion. I mean, not tax evasion. Tax experience.
Tax
You
experience.
know,
Tax
mess me up, man.
Oh
Oh my
my,
goodness.
that's my fault, y'all. That's all me right
The
there.
tax experience. But you come on down. Yeah, you gonna sit in the middle. Go ahead.
Hello.
But how are you doing today? How are you doing?
Good. Excited to be here with you guys to talk to you guys about, taxes and business. It's a new year. It's time to, get in gear.
Time to get this money or pay this money off. One or the other.
Either way.
Either way, it's good. It's good for everybody to know what's going on in tax time because this guy, especially this guy, I'm glad he's here.
Hey,
We're not gonna put everybody's business out, but I'm just, we gotta know. We gotta know about our taxes because I'm sleep on it too. Well, how are you doing? You got a new store.
Yes. So, yes, I just launched my new space. It's 1320 Buffalo Road. So, I started my business last year, and I was doing virtual tax appointments and meeting people at public spaces, and I was telling my clients, like, we gonna have a space next year. And I think it's just gonna be, it's an amazing feeling to just kind of manifest your dreams and to see them come to reality. And just to be a asset in the community, to just really help people financially with tax preparation and all the other good things that goes along with finances to help, our community, our business owners just excel. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, I have my grand opening January 2nd. It's a beautiful office, so I'm so excited about it.
So with that being said, how did you get inspired to do taxes?
So my journey is an interesting one, and I feel like that's why I'm getting a lot of attention because people are really inspired by my story. I'm trying to make this trying to make this long story short, but I had my own financial struggles, right? You know, we're not taught the importance of financial literacy. We're not taught credit. We're not taught budgeting. We're not taught, you know, how to, you know, truly build multiple sources of income. So I was kind of fell into that cycle of, you know, we trying to make it by, you know, we trying to work our jobs, trying to pay our bills, and I kind of fell into that mode, and life kind of hit me hard. Actually, you know, I lost my job, and you know, that's something that nobody ever think about happening until it really happens. But that was a domino effect. So me losing my job, I didn't have a savings account, you know, set up to be able to help me, you know, kind of withstand that loss of income. And I was just about to actually sign the contract to my parks I was leasing, and then I was about to buy it out, and I couldn't do that. So, and then my lease to my apartment was up that same month, and I was just kind of made a decision to like just kind of step away from that as well. So that was kind of like a really tough moment in my life, but you know, it was the opportunity for me to kind of look myself in the mirror and be like, okay, Annette, you gotta do something different. You know, you gotta, you know, make sure that you are handling your finances properly, and not let a job kind of control your financial destiny, because that's where we kind of all start off as, you know, we don't think about, okay, what if that income is lost? What would you do? Right. And that's kind of where I was at. So I went to school for business and accounting, and then I started working at TurboTax, started doing TurboTax for family and friends. Then I was like, you know, I really should do this. So I went and started working at H&R Block, and you know, worked there for 3 years, got a lot of experience, got a lot of knowledge, and then last year kind of took that leap of faith. You know, it was like, you know what? Instead of working for them, building their empire, like I could build my own empire, and that's how we kind of got started. Launched that last year, took off. 150 clients. People was telling me like, I'll be lucky if I got 25 clients my first year. So I just kind of just dominated. When you believe in yourself, that's what happens anyway. But and then yeah, so now we're here. I got laid off due to COVID, just like a lot of people. And I was just like, you know what? That's it. Like, you know, I built my foundation. I was always waiting for my plan B to kind of turn into my plan A. So I was just like, you know what? It's time. So here we are, the tax experience, full-time entrepreneur now, and just so excited and happy. So that's really what inspired me, because like I have my own financial struggles. So I want to really help other people understand like there's a way out. We don't have to struggle forever. Like, you know, there is a way to kind of get yourself back financially and to invest in yourself, to make sure that you're taking care of your personal finances, and then that leads to your business journey. So that's what inspired me.
So you hit a couple valuable points as I was just sitting here listening to you. The first one, you spoke it into existence. You didn't say, I'm gonna try, or let's see how it goes. You said, this is what's gonna happen, this is what I'm gonna do. The next point that I heard you say was learning from your experiences. You know, you got tired of starting over. You got tired of, you know, oh, I'm doing good, now I'm back to ground zero. I'm doing good, and I've experienced that as well too. So I can relate to that, and after a while, it just becomes to a point where it's like, nah, I'm tired of this. I'm about to make it happen. You know what I mean? Don't get mad, get money. Train Customs.
Shout out Train Customs.
You know, this is a partnership for Train Customs. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one of the models we live by over here at RAAB. So definitely thank you for sharing that. That was amazing.
You got 150.
Yeah, last year I ended the season with 150 plus clients.
So this year you about to snap this year.
What do they gotta do to book a session? Like,
so you can book on my website, thetaxexperience.com, or that's pretty much how I'm taking all clients right now. So you pretty much book your appointment. I have virtual, you know, people are still afraid like COVID, but I do have virtual and in-person appointments available, or they can obviously contact me, my business phone number. But yeah, that's how I'm booking appointments. And
is it just you, or do you have other people?
Yes, I have a team because what I realized last year was my demand. Like it's just one of me, so I had to, you know, I feel like that's one thing in entrepreneurship, the entrepreneurship journey, that we have to know when it's the right time to make that move to kind of build out your team, right? Because, you know, some of us get caught in the self-employed role, right? We all start off that way, where we're doing a lot of legwork, we building a brand, we putting a lot of work in, but we also have to understand understand when it's time to outsource, when it's time to kind of duplicate us, right? So like, I realized that last year. I was like, I was staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning doing taxes. Like, I was so exhausted. And I'm like, oh, Annette, you need people. You need people to help you. So I do have a team. I have a team of 3. So I have a receptionist as well. So just here, I have a lot of good, people that's really just about the vision of helping people financially.
For sure.
Well, you're so good at what you do, and I see you so, spirited. People want you to do their taxes.
Yeah, they do.
What's how do you manage that?
That's a good question.
I know, so that's gonna be interesting for me this season because I'm gonna try, I feel like what's gonna work best is that, just training my clients to understand that anybody that I bring on my team is a reflection of me. So, as we build these businesses, we have to understand that we're not always gonna be always there, right? And that's kind of how, in the beginning, right, yeah, I'm the face of my business, but I wanna build my brand out to where that it is something that, people think of the tax experience and they know they're gonna be taken care of. So it doesn't matter who they, get their taxes done with on my team, they still know that it's being taken care of. So, but yeah, a lot of people are like, Annette, I just want you, and I'm just like, okay. I'm gonna have probably 500 of y'all. I'm not gonna be able to do everybody.
Right.
So.
Long tax season.
Yes. And they just, that's one of the major things that I just talked about today, that they just pushed back the deadline, the opening of tax season. So usually we can start processing taxes around January 15th or the 21st. So they just pushed it back to February 12th. So a lot of people usually get tax return, their refunds around February 15th, around Valentine's Day. So people probably won't receive their tax returns to end of February, early March. So that's a big thing that's going on. Everybody why? But
She said it Valentine's Day, ladies. I don't know.
And I tell people that the reason why I personally think that everything is going the way that it is because, we gotta understand what our last year looked like, right? And they're doing a lot of stimulus checks. People asking, well, where's the whole stimulus check? So I think that's the reason why that they pushed the deadline back, just to make sure that the systems are going to process, right? You got millions of people that's going to be submitting tax returns. They don't want that system to just mess up. So I think that's the reason why they kind of pushed it back a little bit. But.
Is the stimulus check going to affect some people? I mean, it's affecting, right now, but is it going to affect any more to where taxes are going to get pushed back even farther, or people are going to mess up on their taxes because of stimulus?
No.
Is there penalties with that or anything?
No. So yeah, a lot of people, that was a big misconception that it was going to owe that money back. No. So that is, they can't tax non-taxable income. So stimulus check was pandemic relief pay. So a lot of people thought they were going to pay that money back. No, it's considered a refundable credit on your taxes. But what is also a good thing is that people who have not received it, you're going to be able to get that through your tax return. So I think they're kind of really making sure that people file their taxes.
Both of them, the 1,200 and the 6?
Yep. And our newly elected president is talking about another stimulus check as well. So there's a lot of, we'll see what happens when he.
Yeah, he said 14. I saw 14, so I'm holding him to that. Mr. Biden.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the next couple of months. But yeah, so just I tell everybody, just file your taxes, just do it. A lot of people, I feel like this is making sure people do actually file their taxes because in order to get stimulus check, you have to do taxes.
So I got 3 years I need to file. Can I do that in one appointment or I gotta come back?
God damn.
Right.
No cap. I ain't lying. Yeah.
It's probably gonna take some time, but we can definitely go over that with you for sure. I have a lot of people coming to me for back taxes, so no worries. I can go back to 2010 and do anybody's taxes. So.
No,
Can you do that? You can do that?
No, it's 3
if you
years,
do,
right?
minimum of 3 years,
3
but
years.
people do not, just don't file.
So I gotta do my 18, 19, and 20.
Doable.
Facts. Alright, we'll talk about it. So in RAAB, it's not just, discussion and conversation. We play a couple games. So I'll start off with the first one. We're gonna do a high school story. So it can be something funny, it can be something inspirational, it can be something that, It could be anything from high school. Okay. So,
Embarrassing too, yeah.
embarrassing. It could be.
If you're into that.
It could be anything. So Daryl, you started off.
I always gotta start off.
Yeah, you started off. So we'll go this way.
High school.
High school.
All right, so we had a field trip, and it was shop class, and we went to like it's like Wamoko, so where they cook at and they do all types of different trades, and I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. Like this dude cut his fingers off. He cut his finger off doing
I wasn't expecting that.
he was building. Well, he was working with the car, and he was building something with the car, and he wasn't paying attention. And this is a field trip. Like he wasn't supposed to be there. Like he was just, I'm just coming to see what's going on.
Yeah.
He's never going back.
Wow.
What school you went to?
I went to Greece Arcadia.
Oh, okay.
I went to suburban school, so we had different things out there.
Yeah. I went to Olympia, Greece Olympia.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Greek gods, you know, we chillin'.
You know?
What school did you go to?
I graduated from Edison Tech,
Okay.
ET in the building, business, finance, and entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just
But
ran
I-
off. You don't gotta flex like that, like dang.
No, but you know what? I think that, I think about, like, I was in private school too as well. So, like, I had the best of both worlds, went to city school and private school. But I think that my intro to high school, like, I took a lot of business classes, accounting classes. We had a credit union in our school. And I think that we need more of those. We need more of those type of opportunities in the city school district, because if I would have never had that intro, like, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. So I got to shout out ET, Edison Tech.
Yeah, definitely.
Show ahead.
We still need your story though. Like
That was a brief little story. That was cute.
I
That was a brief little cute story, but yeah.
She's good.
Because Edison didn't go down. It's a lot of things that happen in Edison. So
I'm trying to.
you got like 4 different schools in there.
I
Like,
know.
what school you want to talk about?
I don't know, like, what happened?
And like I said, it could be it could be something that inspired you, like something you didn't like, something that you did like, or
A teacher that you like, that
whatever.
inspires you.
It could be anything.
I mean,
Play any sports?
no, I was actually senior class president, so, yeah.
I can see.
And it took you that long to
She
think of
got
that?
accolades. Like,
Okay.
she like, I don't want to flex too much on y'all, but yeah.
No, and it's so funny because, like, I was just looking at my yearbook too, because I was voted most likely to succeed in high school. So they already knew. They
They already knew the vibes.
Yeah, they already know.
That's what's
But
up.
we couldn't even do our class reunion due to COVID. But I'm planning that this year. We're gonna have a good class reunion. But yeah, I was a senior class president. I was involved, like in student government, kind of, managing. I kind of started off in high school and just continued on that journey.
Quick question. So, with you being the president and you being voted, most to succeed, how did that make you feel? Like that your peers, that you're looking back and you seeing your peers that already had that vision, like this gonna be you.
It makes me feel very proud, because, when people see that spark in you, that's a beautiful feeling, for people to just kind of already see that in you without you even knowing that, right? Because, like, at that moment, everybody wants to be successful, right? But to kind of, like, have that seed already planted is definitely a beautiful feeling. And, just to, be that motivation for, just to be an example that, good, there is success stories that come out of city school district, right? Because, there's always that stigma, oh, city school district this, city school district that, but they never highlight the success stories. It's always the bad stories. So for me to be able to just, just one of many, right? There's so many people that have been successful, So.
We got a few success stories in Rochester. Shout
Yeah,
out
definitely.
Visuals by Chad Struthers.
For sure.
Shout out me with RAAB Entertainment. Shout out Train Customs. Shout out Makeup by Nat.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey Dolly. You know, we got a lot of black businesses and good feel-good stories in the room right now. And from me to you, I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of y'all.
We have to uplift and motivate each other. That's what it takes.
For sure. That's what we do here all the time. All the time.
1482 RAAB. You know, 1482 Dewey. You know, RAAB Entertainment. You know, where we at right now? We got Visuals Entertainment. Say it one more time.
RAAB Visual Entertainment
Studio.
Studio.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister, man. I can't do all that. I used to stutter. I can't say all that.
Hey, just come to 1482 Dewey. Yeah, we'll show you exactly where it is. You ain't gotta say it.
Right,
Just come to
man.
1482
Yeah,
Dewey.
Word.
Your turn for the story. Story time.
I don't know. I just do one real quick. This dude, I ain't gonna say no names, but this dude after school, he was about to actually get beat up by two of my mans, and I actually saved him saved him from getting beat up by him. I'm like, yo, y'all ain't gotta do that. Like, just chill, you know. And then, you know, they ended up walking away. And then the next day, this was summer school. The next day, I'm sitting down after school, and the dude that I saved from getting jumped, he came up with like his older brother and his mom, and he walking around, and he looking. I'm like, yo, like, what he doing back up here? Like, I just saved him from getting beat up. He come back up, and he comes to me, and he like, yo, get up, and he like wants to fight me. Yeah, I can't make this up, bro. And I was shocked at the time. I was like, what? Like, I just looked out for you yesterday. Why you want to fight me?
The switch up be crazy. The switch up be crazy, bro.
And
Crazy.
you know, he got up, and I got with him. You know, I definitely beat him up. You know what I'm saying? But it was just the fact of it was like, man, like, so how she was saying she started high school. I started high school learning about just how different people move and people intentions and hating. That's when I learned about hating at a young age. I said, yo, people really be hating. They just don't like you just to not like you. You know what I'm saying? It's people out there like that. So that's just my quick little story. So yeah, man. Where we at with it?
We got another game. We're gonna play rapid fire game.
That's on you though.
I'm gonna ask. Okay, because yeah, he's terrible at it. So I'm gonna ask both of y'all questions.
Okay.
Y'all can go, back and forth. You know, with your rapid fire. First thing that comes to mind.
Kind of like this or that. You know, the choosing either or.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Denzel or Will Smith?
Denzel.
Hulu, Netflix,
Netflix.
iPhone, Samsung.
iPhone.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Winter.
Dine-in or delivery?
Delivery.
Uber or Lyft?
Uber, I guess. $10 cab.
Cab.
Yeah.
That was a
My guy.
cake or pie?
Cake.
Okay.
Jamaican food, Spanish food.
Jamaican.
Text or call?
Call. I'm a call guy.
East side, west side?
East side.
Nikes, Adidas. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj.
I go with Nick.
Yeah,
I go with Nicki.
I don't know, they're so good. They both, I don't know, Nicki, Cardi, I don't know. That was a hard one.
You say both. You say both.
Both.
Jamaican food, Spanish food.
They did that.
I did that one? Yeah, okay. Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram.
Facebook.
Twitter, and I'm going Instagram over Snapchat.
Once again, where can they find you at? Snapchat, Instagram.
Instagram _success with the net. Facebook, Annette Campbell or the tax experience.
No Twitter? Just Facebook and Instagram?
I don't use my Twitter like that.
into it a little bit, that's why I asked.
Yeah, I know I need to get into it. They said it's good for business.
It is. RAAB Visual Entertainment Studio, book your session, contact us on social media, DM us for details. It's here, y'all. The compound is here, so we got what you need.
Part 2 or 3, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact. You know,
Part
so
2 or 3,
to be
part 3
continued.
coming soon.
Oh, also too, Martin Luther King Day.
Yes.
It's on Monday.
Yes.
We will also be dropping the Black Business Matters commercial on Monday, Martin Luther King Day. So be on the lookout for that. And
It's fire.
yeah.
If I have to say so myself.
So, like, the world is a crazy place right now. Do you have any thoughts or any comments on what's going on in the world with anything, with the election, with the riot, with the
Vaccine,
Vaccine,
anything,
COVID.
or just, you know, food for thought for the people.
or how has COVID, let me just switch it up. How has COVID changed life for you? Or has it changed life for you?
Absolutely. Like, I think that if COVID would have never happened, like, it's so crazy because, like, I told myself January 1 of 2020 that was going to be my last year working. Didn't know how, but COVID happened and boom, that was it. So I think that COVID would happen and it changed my life forever. Like, I was able to feel free from being held down to a job. Sometimes I think that, millionaires are created from the pandemic, and I put that affirmation over myself that I'll be a millionaire in 2021. So millionaires are created by pandemic. So I think that this is a time that if you did the work in 2020, you're going to soar in 2021. We have everything, we have to pay attention to things that's going on, but we also have to not be distracted by what is being put out there because it's distracting our minds from actually focusing on what we really need to be focusing on our businesses, focusing on our family, focusing on the things that's going to be able to take us to the next level. So, and the government, as they've shown us, they're not here to help us, they're not coming to save us, we got to save ourselves. So, it's just, we got to buckle down, we can't, continue to just play on a mediocre level. We have to just dig deep and just go for it. Sometimes I feel like the pandemic created that pressure for me. Like, I was like, oh, it's pressure time. Like, you gonna sink or swim, and that, like, you don't got no job to go back to. So, I feel like, a lot of people is waiting on the government to bail them out, and it's just like, that's not how, we have to bridge. I have this crazy idea in my head that I can bridge the wealth gap that exists in this country, and it starts like with what you guys are doing here, like supporting each other, bringing light to Black businesses, being able to trust each other, build with each other, and just invest into our businesses as well. So I think that's my take. Like, I don't try to get caught up in it because I just feel like that's a distraction. I feel like COVID was here as a distraction as well. Like, obviously we know it was real. A lot of people died, but I feel like there was 1 million people that died and we're still here. So we're here for a purpose and we gotta make it happen. So.
Man,
That was deep.
I'm so speechless.
Shout out to tax experience.
Wait, snap.
That was deep.
Yeah, snap it up.
That was deep.
That was deep. Hope you was listening.
1482 Dewey.
You can't say nothing now.
Once again, where can we find you at?
Yes.
Where's your new building? Where's your new spot at?
Yes, 1320 Buffalo Road, Suite 211. You can also call me. My business phone number is 585-290-9926, and you can book your appointments at thetaxexperience.com.
Facts.
There we have it.
Make sure we have all that in our little message box so we can tag everybody or have everybody see it.
Aye, Captain.
All right. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, of
Thank
course.
you for coming around. I'm definitely gonna hit you up. I'm gonna definitely make sure Monte hits you up with his tax.
First and foremost.
I'm not as bad as him, but yeah.
No, it's okay, though. It's okay.
Nah.
It's okay,
But just know I pay him though, eventually. Hopefully the stimulus block out so I break even for what I owe and like kind of, wipe it out. So we'll be all right. We'll figure it out.
That's what's up. Well, once again, thank you. And we'll be back again next week.
41st week, right? 41st week.
Was this week?
41st
next week.
Yeah.
Shout out all our vendors in the store. Shout out Train Customs for the support for tonight's show. Let's
Don't
go.
get mad at money.
Feel me?
If anybody wants sponsorship, DM us. We definitely
Please.
can work with you.
Please, definitely. We here, the RAAB. Let's do it.